Let's be real. 2025 has been an absolute disappointment in the big name rebrands department. Walmart tried to get away with minimal tweaks earlier this year. Kind Snacks absolutely dropped the ball, and don't even get me started on Amazon. But now we have Lazy Boy. Yes, Lazy Boy, the recliner company your parents shopped for at the strip mall after lunch. The brand you probably haven't thought about in years unless you've been sitting in one. Well, thanks to Minneapolis-based agency Colle McVoy, Lazy Boy just pulled off something I feel like we haven't seen in a long time, and that is a real, unapologetic rebrand. Not a, we adjusted the typeface and the colors moment. An actual shift in how this brand looks, how it feels, and how it shows up in the world. But before we get into it, I'm Ziggy the designer. I've worked alongside some of the most recognizable brands in the world, including Target, United Airlines, and even Stanford University. If you like the show, be sure to support it by giving this episode a like, leaving a comment, and of course, by subscribing. Design is all around us, so we might as well talk about it. So, Lazy Boy has been essentially rocking the same look since the Clinton administration in the 1990s. For decades, they've been that recliner company your parents or your grandparents bought from. Enter Colle McVoy, the award-winning Minneapolis-based agency behind this new identity. The old logo, the wordmark with the little blue Z tucked inside. It was fine, but fine is the enemy of memorable. The new system, it's clean, it has modern typography. That Z is the star of the show, stylized as a reclining seat. A nod to the heritage without really feeling stuck in it. The blue is bolder, it's richer, and the whole brand world, right? We're talking photography, tone of voice, layouts. It's finally living in 2025, not in the 1990s. This isn't just about a new typeface or a new wordmark. It's about saying we're not just a recliner company anymore. Lazy Boy has broadened their product line, right? They're doing sectionals now, love seats, even accent pieces. This rebrand reflects that ambition for growth. So let's geek out then, right? Let's look at what this rebrand looks like. Colle McVoy, first of all, I love the work that Colle McVoy does. I think they do a great job in a lot of the work that they do. They went all in here. The wordmark has been totally rebuilt. That mid-90s swoosh O is gone. Now we have a beautiful, flowy, warm typeface. The curves feel comfortable. They're intentional. They're not sloppy. This is typography that says premium without feeling stuffy. The color palette, we still have blue, but it feels fresher. It feels cleaner. It's more versatile. It works in a TikTok ad and in a full page spread in Better Homes and Gardens. That type of balance is not easy to pull off. Spacing and proportions got an upgrade too. The old identity had this weird, unbalanced feeling, right? Like that OZ icon in the middle, it was just hanging out, hoping someone would talk to it. This new lockup feels confident. It feels assured. It feels considered. And here's where it gets smart. Colle McVoy didn't erase Lazy Boy's DNA with this rebrand. The logo actually references a vintage Lazy Boy logo from way back in the day. And the supporting system around it all, we got editorial style layouts, modern typography, and clear hierarchy. They're speaking fluent, modern lifestyle brand now, but without pretending to be a parachute or a burrow. Lazy Boy still knows who they are. This is a brand that can still sell to the couple in their 50s looking to upgrade their lake house and to the 28-year-old moving into their first condo. That's a balancing act that most brands won't even try to attempt. So let's talk about why this stands out in 2025. Walmart's big rebrand that we saw earlier this year, it was more like a tweak to colors and to typography. Yes, they softened the font in their wordmark and updated some layouts, but the average shopper barely noticed, if they even noticed at all. Kind Snacks, they tweaked the logos and the colors and called it a day, but functionally, it is still the same shelf presence. These are fine if your goal is brand consistency, but they're not transformative. They don't expand on what the brand could be. It's simply just maintenance work, not a new chapter. Lazy Boy's rebrand, this is a new chapter. This is a turning of the page where you can feel the difference even if you've never bought a La-Z-Boy recliner. And in 2025, this type of design, this type of branding is becoming more and more rare. Because here's the thing. Most brands today are terrified of alienating their existing audience. They're worried that changing too much will break consumer trust. And sure, right, you don't want to blow up brand equity for no reason. But when the look is holding you back, you've got to rip the Band-Aid off. La-Z-Boy didn't tiptoe here. They respected their history but still went bold. That's the sweet spot. Evolution with intention, right? Not evolution out of fear. And honestly, this is a lesson for every brand that's been sitting on the fence. If you want people to see you differently, you have to look different. This is what a real rebrand looks like. It's not just about the logo or the font or the colors. It's about rethinking how a brand shows up. It's about future-proofing while still respecting the past. Colle McVoy could have played it safe. They could have given La-Z-Boy a slightly cleaner logo and called it modern, but they didn't. They built an identity that expands the brand's possibilities, that speaks to new audiences and still honors the comfort-driven soul of the company. If 2025 has been the year of blink and you'll miss it rebrands, La-Z-Boy is the one that makes you stop, look, and actually feel something. And honestly, that's worth reclining for. But how do you feel about this La-Z-Boy rebrand? Are you a fan, or do you feel like it should be bunched up with the Amazons, the Walmarts, and the Kind Snacks of the world? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. That's all I have for you. Be sure to support the show by giving this episode a like, subscribing, and of course by sharing this one out. I've been Ziggy the Designer. If there are 2 things you need to know about me, it's that 1, I love design, and 2, I'm very opinionated. I'll talk with y'all later. Bye-bye.